Now we get to the phase where we want to loosen up some more of our animation, and we are going to generate some additional movement to the shoulders, the arms, and the hips. So I'm going to start by just bringing down the shoulders and putting in position number 1, where I'm going to bring the shoulder down to a number that it's easy to remember, so I'll say minus 52 for now. And I'm going to put a keyframe there, and I'm going to push the arm back a tiny bit to 22, and on the opposite arm I'm going to make the arm go down to minus 30, and I'm going to move forward minus 28, and put a keyframe minus 28, put a keyframe there, and then same with the shoulders. And of course be aware I'm using forward kinematics, so in this case is minus 30. You don't have to be that precise, but I like having kind of round numbers, so it's easier for me to remember how to duplicate them when I have to duplicate them in other frames. Minus 48. I mean, actually I can exaggerate this one a tiny bit more. Minus 75. So that is my first position for them, and I'm going to exaggerate a tiny bit, not a lot, because I don't want to ruin my hip movement already, but I'm going to say that in first position, because the leg is coming, is about to receive all the weight. I'm going to keep it at that rotation in terms of the Y, but I'm going to let it be a little bit higher here, and I'm going to just rotate in C, just and Z is with just 3-degree rotation. It's very, very tiny rotation, just to give a little bit more of that energy there. So that means that, of course, on the opposite or the next step, which in this case would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to have to do exactly the same numbers. So hopefully I can do that. So I'm going to start with the hip, which is the one that I just did, which is 3. So in this case it's going to be minus 3, right? And then I'm gonna have to do the same thing for that I just did for the arms. So I'm gonna just do numbers for the shoulder. So it's 52, minus 52 and 22, minus 52 and Z and 22. So those numbers would be for the opposite arm. So maybe minus 52, and 22 positive. All right. And now I need to go back to frame number 1 and copy the information of this arm to mirror it to the other one. So it's minus 30 and minus 28. So I come here to frame number 9, minus 30 and minus 28. If I'm not wrong, I'm very good for forgetting those numbers. So let's see, minus minus 30 and minus 28, correct. And now I need to animate the elbows. So in this case it's going to be this one in frame 1 is minus 30, So it's going to give that to this guy in frame -30. So hopefully I'm not confusing you. I'm just simply flipping keyframe information from one arm to the other so I can keep the same information. And this one is -75, and I'm going to pass it to this one here to -75. So far I have this, and of course now it has to go back to what it was before. So I'm gonna go again, then click on this shoulder again, and so this one is, I'm gonna just simply copy this keyframe, and then in frame 27 I'm gonna paste it. Same for this guy. I'm gonna copy, and then 27 I'm gonna paste it. And same for this guy. I'm going to select actually both of them. So this one and shift this one. I'm going to right copy the keyframe, and I'm going to go to the 17. I'm going to just say paste. Right. So when you scroll through it, you're going to see my character sort of like having a very cartoony walk. I can go back later on and fine-tune, exaggerate a little bit more, but for now that is good. And I will continue doing the same with the hands. You see that the hip, it was very small amount, but it just adds to the character of it. Just adding three frames on one direction. And I'm going to do the same for the hands and for the head. So the hands, I'm going to start by saying that I start with position it at 35 and keyframe that, and then on frame 9 is going to be a little more like down, and that's going to be -20, keyframe that, and then I'm going to just grab the same number here, but it's going to be 35, keyframe that, and same for the other side. So it's going to be down to -20, I believe, and then on 9 is going to be 35 and positive. And they don't have to be fully symmetric. Actually, they can be a little bit different. And then here is going to be again -20. So in this case, we're just doing this mechanical walk. But now you can see my character walking in a little more relaxed that way. I invite you to go and do the fingers too, and that way you can generate something a little more attractive. The last thing is I'm going to do for this quick video is the head. So in the same way, the hips and the shoulders counterbalance, the head will do the same thing too. So I'm going to just do a little bit of that with the head, in which I'm going to, when the head is looking in that direction, I'm going to just to rotate back a tiny bit. So I'm going to say rotate -23, keyframe that, and then on frame 9 is going to be +23, and then keyframe that, and then again this one is -23. So when you play it back, I'm going to just hide all the curves. The head is a little stiff still, but you can go back and do a little bit extra work on it.